now 4:20 p.m. So we continue our hands-on. Today, we'll switch to today's exercise, which is time series analysis. If you go to this homepage, I will copy again and paste it to the chart. If you go to this homepage, yeah, you can see this here. We'll see how to. We will be focusing on the data we process and distribute. So here, browse means you can go to this NAOPAP Marine Environment Watch homepage, and this page will let you search data within this scope area. So the data we process and provide is within this geographical limit. You can also select some specific sub-areas that were used in the past for a few case study on, say, eutrophication and other activities here in the NAOPAP region. So we can start simply by selecting the NAOPAP region. You can choose any sensor, it can be MODIS Aqua, SGLI, CWIFS or others. And you can choose whether you want chlorophyll data or SST. YOC here is like we introduced yesterday, it's a regional product developed for these regions, particularly for the East China Sea and the Yellow Sea, where we have strong influence of dissolved colored dissolved organic matter and suspended sediment. So if I choose chlorophyll, and then here we have the period, this can be daily images here, which are a composite of different swath to produce one single daily image, or it's a monthly or yearly composite. If we pick daily, this will start to load, and then we can see the calendar here. So this calendar here now is displaying for 2021 December. So then we can see December starting from here. Days before December 1st will appear a little bit blurred. I mean, this like gray thing. So from 1, they will appear clearly. So we have December 1st until 1 day before today. So yesterday image is already, and tomorrow it will update for image of today and so on. So it will continue. So here we can see, you can also simply click the image and open it and see it in a larger view. So this is a chlorophyll image for the whole NAOPAP region. So what we will be doing today, of course, you can do it. You can come here and select parameter and select the sub-area and the composite and the period. And then you can simply also here, by clicking, it will open your PNG image. But if I click here, it will download the image, the NetCDF image. So here I get this NetCDF, it will download it, I save it somewhere. Of course, if you want to do some temporal analysis to come and explore the data, this is very nice and powerful tool to do exploration. For example, if I select the monthly and yearly image, I can see some seasonal pattern quite rapidly and easily. Just by putting different years, you can focus on a specific month or different periods of the year and just have the first idea about the temporal change here, which is very nice interface. So you can change also with different years. So you get, the year you select will be centered and it will have 3 years before and 3 years after. So then you can have a total of 7 years that you can look at. Yeah, we can do it here and download one by one, but this can be quite tedious work. So here we will demonstrate how to do it just using a simple notebook. So this is the notebook we will be using. It says, if you press it, download, it will open the notebook, but you can also, it will open this notebook. Of course, here you are not able to run it from this GitHub, but you can visualize it. And then if you go to our training material, like you open the previous notebook, go to 03 time series analysis. So this is the top page of training materials. You go to time series analysis, and the top file notebook is data download. You select it. Yeah, this will load the notebook. And once we load the notebook, all previous things we already explained are quite similar. The structure is very consistent. And here, this time, you can see that we import very few libraries. We only need OS. This is more similar to the pathlib, have quite similar use. It's just to help us handle the path and between communication between Python and the system for handling path. So we import these 3 libraries, and we again append our local modules. Where we need to pay attention now is this part here. So this is basically, it's kind of replicating our page here, trying to replicate these options we have here. We can select the sensor, the product, region, the period, and data range. So these parameters are basically doing that. We can select the sub area. So these sub areas have short names. For example, Toyama Bay, which is located here. So maybe this one is in Japanese. So here we have Toyama Bay. So the short for Toyama Bay is TB. We also have in our documentation available from our homepage, you can find, I will share the link to this one. So in this product user guide includes sub-area names. So this is, yeah, so here you can have the short names for the same sub areas we have there. These are the short names for the sub areas shown in the browser. So what we do here is just to specify sub area. For example, for Toyama Bay is TB. The variable here is chlorophyll, is CHL, as it appears there. The composite period, here we want day composite. There we have day, month, and year. So you can select either day, month, or year. And you have the start year. You can indicate, it can be 2020 or any other year where the data is available. You have the start month. Here we put 4. You have start day first and then end day 31st. So this is just limiting for 1 month. So we will just using April data. And then you need to tell whether you want to download netcdf file with extension NC, or you want to get PNG file. You can have both PNG and netcdf. And then you need to specify the sensor. So here we are choosing SGLI. You can choose any other which is available there. And here we put, we will be saving our data here on this, in the data. So inside our folder from day 2 for time series analysis, we have this folder we call data. So we will save the data there. And then inside this data, we will specify the path to this sensor and the composite period. So if I run this, it will just simply define all my parameters. And then here, I will just go over if I have more than one sensor, it will download for more than one sensor. But here we will only select a single sensor, and then we will indicate where we want to save the data, output file. If this path doesn't exist, it will be created. And then here we simply download. So here we have to indicate the variable, sub-area, sensor name, start year, end year, composite period, the extension of the file, NC or netcdf, netcdf or PNG, start month, end month, day, and where to save the data. So if I hit run, this will tell me that now is SGLI, and then it will start showing the progress bar. This progress bar, as it moves, you will see that the file name here is changing. So here we are downloading SGLI file for chlorophyll, Tuama Bay, day, NC. So these files are being downloaded, and you will see the number counting here. And if I go to data, then I will see day, you will see the files coming in. So it's saving the files here. So please try to run it and see if you have the data saved in the day file. Just first run import library and the system again, and then define the parameter as it is. You can try to change it later to different parameters, but for now, keep them as they are, and then run this one. There is another way to run, because this is quite short. So once it's finished, it will tell you done and tell you where it saved the data. So the output directory. So you can also, instead of running one by one, you can go to kernel on top here where you have files. You can press kernel and say restart and run all. If you do this, it will just restart and run everything. If I try to do it, it won't download the data again because I already have the data. It will restart, of course, but the download this time, I think, will not be, it's downloading for some reason. But in any case, this is how you do it, and you get this 1 month images saved in your local directory. So you can just go to kernel, restart all, and run, and then you have the data saved. So basically, this is all about downloading the data, and we will be using this data for our monthly composite. We will demonstrate how to create the monthly composite we have in our homepage. So please try it in 5 minutes and let me know if you have any issues. Can anyone, is everyone able to download the data without any problem? Okay, I see someone also having the same issue as previously. Attribute error, module sutil has no attribute download. Yeah. One thing that might be causing this kind of error is conflict, name conflict. If you have two files that are known by the system with the same name, you might have this kind of error. Just make sure that you only have one folder with sutils that is known by a system. Yeah, we can try to check this issue later. Okay, if everyone is able to download the data, check that you have all 1 month file inside your SGLI day data. Data SGLI day, meaning daily composite. So later on, you can try to change. We will use this later on to demonstrate